pleasure to invite up the founder and CEO of Toothpik, Tenny-Ann Dandy. Should also mention, South Florida local.
Hi, how are we all doing? Okay, I have a question for you. What was the last thing you recycled? Okay, so a plastic bottle, maybe it was a yogurt cup, a pizza box. Well, you meant well, but there's a 50-50 chance that that item didn't belong in the recycling bin. Yeah. Hi, I'm Toothpik, and I want to help solve South Florida's waste issue through impact, innovation, and influence. I'm Tenny-Ann Dandy, and I studied public health, policy, and the environment, and more recently as a climate organizer working at organizations like Catalyst Miami and the Sunrise Movement. I've learned that our current waste systems aren't very sustainable. And the moment that stood out to me was when I learned that there was a fire at a Doral incinerator that burned for 3 weeks. I was like, wow, okay, this polluted our air, our soil, our water, and it left some residents sick, and I thought to myself, there has to be a better alternative to this. By now we all know that most of what we recycle actually ends up in landfills, and I have another question. Have you ever asked yourself why that is? Okay, I'm hearing some clues. Recycling centers struggle with contamination, experiencing up to 50% in Miami-Dade. It's more around 40, they've been able to reduce it a bit, but that increased their operating costs by up to 30%, and in the US, we spend around $2 billion a year just on contamination, or just because of it. Florida also has certain rules like requiring each county to meet a 75% recycling goal. And when I spoke with Palm Beach's Solid Waste Authority, I even spoke with a recycling center in Broward County, and a school district in Pennsylvania. They all named that contamination was one of, if not their top issue. So this is where Toothpik comes in, to do the thinking with our software and our process. So, anyone know about Fish ID for NOAA? Okay, we have a few people. Well, Toothpik is kind of similar to that. Toothpik is a AI-powered waste software system to help businesses reach zero waste. We help them save money, recycle more, and we also want to change the culture. And what if we started looking at aluminum cans, for example, as the precious metal they are? Wouldn't that be cool? So our technology helps save businesses money because of we increase the value of the commodity by reducing that contamination, and we also help them with data insights for more ESG reporting. And ESG reporting, why is that so important? There's several studies out there suggesting that companies with stronger ESG practices actually outperform their peers financially. So, Toothpik faces competition from players like Lead Robotics, Intuitive, Lasso Loop, and Amp Robotics, and these solutions offer AI-based solutions, but where Toothpik differentiates ourselves is through our data-driven insights that help businesses save money and get closer to zero waste. So as for our business model, we'll initially start by sorting manually. We'll start with our pilot, and while sorting, we'll capture images to train our model, kind of like how you train a human with pictures. And then eventually we'll move into software licensing and ESG consulting. Perfect. So as South Florida's population grows, so will our demand for better waste management practices. Let's talk about ESG. ESG is projected to grow by 20% every year for the next 5 years. And global waste is projected to grow by 70% by the year 2050, right? There's also a local push in South Florida for more zero waste solutions from both residents and governments alike. Let's talk a little bit about our journey. So we started earlier this year and just dived right in. Won a couple pitch competitions and finished 2, soon to be 3 accelerators. Our next step is a pilot program where we'll sort waste manually, as I mentioned earlier, and start earning revenue, and then test, pivot, and keep scaling. So with that, I'd like to ask for your help, especially with connecting with businesses who might benefit from having our pilot program, and also just for general feedback on our concept. I'm very open to learning more. I'm sure all of you have so much experience. And I'm also looking for a technical assistant as well as business development and marketing interns. So AI can help us write emails, but what if it could do so much more and help us with our waste issue? If you want to find out more, you can visit our website, Toothpik, without.co, or scan this QR code. You can find all my information, my phone number, and I'm always happy to chat over coffee or Zoom so that maybe the next thing you recycle or compost can actually stay in the recycling stream and out of landfills, incinerators, and of course, our oceans.